is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, we are going over tips and tricks to gather resources fast in Call of Dragons. Real quick update. Guild I was originally in, our guild leader went crazy and he deleted the entire guild. So all of us that were in this guild, we were left guildless. Luckily, I was able to go ahead and find a new guild. But man, I woke up the other day and I was like, what the heck happened? And yeah, a whole guild, we had territory, we had bears captured and everything, and he just deleted the whole guild. It was like, wow, all that time and resources we spent building that guild up. What a crazy thing. First thing we want to do is we want to click on this top left corner, check out our boosts. If we scroll down to the bottom, we have Resource Economy, Gathering Speed Boost. We always want to make sure we're using one of these whenever we plan to do a lot of gathering. It's just going to increase our gathering speed by 50%, which is important. First thing I want to stress is the fact that gathering speed is always going to be better than like increasing your load capacity. The faster you can gather, you're actually going to end up getting more resources as opposed to just increasing your load capacity. So always try and take that gathering speed boost whenever you see it in the game for whatever kind of upgrade you are doing. And I think a lot of new players miss this. You want to gather resources inside your alliance's territory because you're going to get a speed boost. We click on this and we click the little eye icon, we'll scroll down, we get a gather speed boost by 25%, except for gems, when we gather inside our territory. So because of that, we want to make sure that we are not putting our bases smack dab in the middle of our territory. See how like there's so many people in this alliance who have their castles just all in the middle of the territory. What you want to do is you want to relocate to the edges. So across all these edges is where you want to have all of your guild members teleport, so that way there is more surface area for those resources to spawn in. All right, next thing we want to do is we're going to scroll all the way out and get like a huge map overview. If we check where it says resources, this will give us a breakdown of the different areas and the resources in that area, and it's color coded, so that way we understand which areas, which territories on the map have the best chance to spawn the highest resource tiles. Lots of level 5 resource tiles are spawned over here, as opposed to if we go to where it's just kind of like a grayed out and showing it's very poor, you're only gonna have like level 1s and 2s show up, maybe some level 3s occasionally. The next thing is when you're gathering resources, you're going to want to make sure you use specifically your heroes that are made for gathering. We click on our hero, you'll see that the second icon will say gather. We take a look at their talents. You always want to build towards the gathering area, never the skills or the overall, because these heroes are strictly used for gathering. When we get to our first choice, we have the quick harvest, which increases the gathering speed but reduces the load capacity. And then we have the other one, which increases the load capacity and reduces all damage they take while gathering. The faster you're able to gather, the more resources you'll be able to get. And then if we go all the way up to the top, we have another choice where we have a lay of the land, and then finally windfall. Windfall lets us receive additional reward items when our legion depletes a resource point. This is very good early game when you have lower level resource tiles, because they're very easy to just go ahead and completely deplete, and you can do them very fast, like level 2s, level 3s. It increases the resource production in your city by 50% for 1 hour. It is based on whatever resource you went ahead and gathered. So if we go ahead and we spend an hour gathering wood, then it's going to give us a 50% boost to our wood production. This isn't that great early game or even mid game, and that's specifically because your production buildings in your city aren't going to be at a high enough level to really see a huge gain. A lot of the production buildings in this game are kind of meh. They just very passively generate you very small amounts of resources. Once you do get them to a very high level, like almost maxed out, when you're in there, there's like level 23s and 24, 25. That's when it can be more significant. So for the most part, windfall is going to be your best bet. And the other thing is you have to gather for an hour. If you go with a very heavy resource speed gathering increase build, the Legion's not even going to be out there for an hour gathering because their gathering speed is just going to be so high. Under the development tech for our alliance, there also is gathering speed boost for the different resources. This is going to depend on your server and the guild you're in. Typically, people just leave these at level 1 and just kind of do the minimum. But if you take a look though, you can get stuff like 25% increase. Really going to depend on the alliance's play style that you are in. Some people are more farmers and they'll prioritize this, where others like to be doing a lot of PvP and warring. The other two ways we can increase our gathering speed is going to be just through the School of Sages, which is just our research center. We just go ahead and you can go to the economy tech, and we have stuff like logging techniques, which just increases our wood gathering. We also have gold gathering and just different things like that. These will go ahead and increase your gathering speed. And then also, if we go ahead and we take a look at our notice board where our policies research is, there's also additional things in here that can help with gathering. We have stuff like resource gathering speed right here for gold, wood, ore, and mana. And there's a bunch of different tiers as well. The tier 1, tier 2. There are a bunch of different artifacts that can help us with gathering as well. The enchanted coins is an easy one that pretty much everyone is going to gain. It's very low rarity and it increases your overall gather speed, and that's for pretty much anything, no matter what you are gathering. So this is a great one to throw on. That is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Peace.